American Family Radio, AFR. Jeremy Camp, there will be a day. JJ and Ron in the morning. Well, up until now, it's just been me. But Ron finally drug in, and he is here. And I promised earlier that
you say that like I'm a slacker, but I'm sick.
Yeah, I said that. I shared with our listeners that you have a very good reason for running late this morning. And you called me with an intriguing story that I'm asking you, please share this with our listeners. You are.
Well, I think our listeners know me well enough to know that I tend to run a little on the high octane side anyway. I am a little high strung.
Wait, I'm writing while you're saying that. I'm taking notes. Ron just confessed to being as jacked up as a squirrel monkey on Mountain Dew.
Not yet.
Okay.
But yesterday, now see, I felt bad. And yesterday, during a meeting, and I don't want to use any names, but his initials are Joey Moody. And Joey is our engineer, chief engineer. And he's a smart guy. And he tells me, he said, what you ought to do is take one of those 5-hour energies.
5-hour energy drink.
5-hour energy
Instead
drink.
of antihistamines.
That's right.
Or any kind of thing that the
He said it's basically a B vitamin shot. He said, you get that. He said, you basically, it'll cure what ails you. You know what?
Or you can drink a case of Mountain Dew.
Now, let's go back to my
results.
No, sir, you cannot. I took one of those on the way home.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. Pulled over at the little convenience store, got some gas, and got the 5-hour energy. Have you ever had one of those?
I have not, and I know a lot of people that
seem
to live on the Red Bull or the Monster drinks, and I've never had one.
Well, I got one. I'm not sure what flavor it was. I think goat spit. It was, and I'm being kind.
This time.
I'm sorry, but I'm being kind. It was awful. So that made me feel better because I said, this must be good.
Anything that tastes
this bad.
Right.
Somewhere around on the way home, I noticed traffic driving slower. And it just, I could see and smell things in the future. And I was like, maybe this was a bad idea.
Yeah. Were you jittery? Because I'm getting jittery just hearing you tell.
My head was metallic. I don't mean I tasted metal. I mean, maybe magnetic is the right word. I think you could have held a fork to my forehead.
And it would have just stayed there.
It was just, my peripheral vision had increased. I mean, and you know when Steve Austin runs, and it makes
on the $6 million Man show.
Yeah, I wasn't running like that, but I heard that sound. I heard
Okay, wait. This is you on your way home from work yesterday.
That's like at 9 o'clock.
But how is that affecting you in terms?
Somewhere around 9:30, Joni came in and said, "Stop playing video games." That's when I knew it was bad. I was like hyper.
Couldn't blink.
Oh, I didn't. I don't think I blinked yet. Somewhere around 9, 10 o'clock, I decide I've got it because it's long past the 5-hour. Apparently, I don't know, but like 9 hours later, I'm wide awake still. I don't recommend that stuff.
Yeah.
If you've ever,
I want to hear more.
I
want to hear more about this.
Let me tell you how I finally got to sleep. Well, I'll tell you that. Let's play some music.
Well, let me tell you this before you even do that. If you had not listened to Joey Moody and you were wondering, well, what's wrong with me? I'm under the weather.
But Joey puts radio stations on the air. He's got to know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but you could have saved yourself some hassle if you had just let me give you diagnose it, because I can go ahead and tell you right now without taking your pulse or getting your temperature, you, my friend, have come down with a case of auld lang syne.
Oh,
that's been the problem.
I've also grown an extra thumb.